There we go. Right, well, we're full of bit holes. We're here. Ooh, a bit bumpy here, sorry. Ooh. Yeah. We're here in Helston today, and I'm going to tell you a bit of a story about Loe Bar and Loe Pool. Now, I live in Cornwall, outside Helston, which is the far south of the country. But you can't go much further south than where I live. You can't go much further south than where I live. That's it, we've got a bit more stable now. And we're gonna do one of my favourite routes, which is around Loe Pool down towards Loe Bar. Here we go. Woo, I'm all over the place today. Right, so we're on the way to Loe Pool. Today I'm on the Kingsong 16X, which I have another unicycle, which is the 9-bot E Plus. This one is by far the more powerful and quicker machine. Like I say, on the way to Loe Bar today. I haven't ridden this machine for a little while. I've been riding the 9-bot, strangely enough, which is the least powerful machine. But
6 miles per hour distance, 400 battery, 100% full battery, 81%.
Hello.
Tool recording active. Data logging active.
Hello.
Hiya.
Right. So we're on the way to Loe Pool. This is a really beautiful place to ride, I can tell you. The path is good, and it is one of my favourite rides. This was actually there's an estuary down here that's all soiled and silted up now, but Helston used to be a port in the 17th century. It's no longer the case.
Speed 4 miles per hour
Right.
distance, 600 battery, 100%.
So this is
81% 4
this is
minutes
a building that
recording active.
served the ships and that were delivering here hundreds of years ago. The actual river back to the Boki Lake, where we started off, is now silted up, and in fact it's no longer an estuary, it's a pool, because there is a bar, Loe Bar, which cuts it off. This place is absolutely beautiful. But there we go. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Right, so we're back off en route again, going down towards Loe Pool, Penrose Estate, which we'll see presently. I've brought you here because Cornwall is full of legend and folklore, various myths, in deference to our New World viewers here. The history of this place goes back, well, Helston, the history of Helston, in excess of 700 years, and there's standing stones and things which go back way beyond that. This place really is a place of beauty. But as with all places, or as very often the case, places of beauty can also have danger. And in this case, the danger is represented by Loe Port and also by the sea around Loe Bar. Now, whether you believe in myths and things, there are certain facts associated with this, and the fact is a lot of people have died in Loe Port, and a lot of people have died in the sea around Loe Bar, in fact around the coast generally. Oh, hello.
Speed 7 miles per hour, distance 1000 G. Battery 99% full. Battery 79%.
There we go.
From start. Recording active. Data not active.
So that's what we talked about. The pool has got a reputation for claiming lives. Every 7 years, they say. Every 7 years. I mean, that's by no terms fixed, but there has been periods in time where that has certainly been the case. And the folklore in Helston particularly, so much so, is no local is ever going to swim in Loe Port, such is its deadly reputation. And the bar itself, to swim in the sea on the other side of the bar would be foolishness indeed. And that is because there are signs up, it's shelving, it's extremely dangerous, and again it's taking lives.
300. Battery 99% full. Battery 78%. 8 minutes from start. Tour recording active. Data logging active.
Right. It's funny, having ridden the 9-bot so much recently, it's definitely thrown me a bit on the 16X. Not that I'm what you call a proficient rider anyway, but now that the weather's improving, definitely going to get some more practice. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, so the pool has taken a lot of deaths. Now the myths surrounding start with the town. They say that at the start of the town, the devil himself, in the form of a dragon, threatened the town. He brought rocks from hell, heated and hot, to the town to burn it to the ground. And the locals fled to these woods around Loe Pool here. They hid from the devil and the dragon, and covered themselves in greenery and shrubbery to disguise themselves and hide. And they called upon Archangel St. Michael to protect them. Archangel St. Michael, in fact, was a patron saint for the town, came and defeated Satan. In fact, he forced him into the pool, and in so doing,
Speed 7 miles per hour, distance
hello.
1 mile.
sorry,
Battery
it's all right.
98% full. Battery 77%. 10
So
minutes
in
from start.
so doing,
Tour recording
protected the town.
Data
Now
logging active.
it's said that Sir Michael took one of the rocks from hell and gave it to Helston to further protect it in the years to come. That stone was in the courtyard of the Angel Hotel, which was a coaching inn in Helston that still remains, and stayed there until the 17th century, when it was removed and became part of the foundations in the hotel. The hotel, as I say, is still there. So that's one story. Another one involves the ghost of Cornwall, Tregeagle. Tregeagle was a steward to a wealthy landowner, Cornish landowner, and he made a pact with the devil for wealth and prosperity beyond his entitlement with the devil, on agreement that the devil got his soul when he died. Well, after many years, after causing tyranny to the landowners of his master's estate, becoming rich and powerful beyond his wildest dreams, he did in fact die. Right. And well, the landowner returned to his estate to take manage of his affairs, and he found that one of his tenant farmers had not paid his taxes, his rent. Well, the farmer protested and said that he paid to Tregeagle, but amongst Tregeagle's many failings, he hadn't kept proper records, and as a result, he hadn't recorded it. So the matter went to court, and the tenant farmer summoned Tregeagle to the court to give testament on his behalf, which he did, and on his hand on the Bible he told the court that the tenant farmer had indeed paid his rent, and the farmer won the case. Unfortunately, Tregeagle, is the court said, Tregeagle refused to return to hell from whence he came and fled the court. Now, Lucifer himself, the devil, sent the dogs of hell, the hellhounds, after Tregeagle to bring him back to where he was supposed to be, and they pursued him. Storms raged, wind blew, the rain fell, and the hellhounds pursued Tregeagle. Tregeagle fled to the moors, screaming and yelling, with the hellhounds howling at his rear. But it caused such commotion and distress to the locals. The locals went to the priest, and they said something has to be done. So the priest called on St. Michael, and St. Michael set Tregeagle a task, a hopeless task, where he had to empty Dosberry Pool on Bodmin Moor with a cockle. So Tregeagle duly set about emptying Dosberry Pool with a cockle shell, and so it went on. If he fell asleep or failed to do the task for whatever reason, for a moment, the hellhounds would again get him. Stop here a moment. So this went on. The residents had peace from Tregeagle.
Light is on.
So Tregeagle is now emptying Dosberry Pool with a cockle shell, which you might wonder what on earth that has to do with Loe Pool. But in fact, what happens, the devil sends storms and wind, and such was the commotion and the rain that Tregeagle was distracted and drops his cockle shell in Dosberry Pool. And the moment he did that, the hellhounds were on his back, and he ran across the moors screaming and yelling, with the hellhounds howling on his tail. So such was the commotion in the area that the locals again went to their parish priest, and he called on St. Michael, and St. Michael set Tregeagle the task of making rope from sand at Rock and Padstow, and as long as he made the rope, then he was safe from hell's hounds, and every time the tide came in, it washed his efforts away, making a fruitless task. So this went on until again he was distracted from his task, and again he caused havoc in the area, and Sir Michael once again set him another task, this time to move sand from Cornwall Beach to Porthleven, which is either side of Loe Pool here. Now this went on for some time until the winds blew and the rain came in and the storms were bad, and this time he dropped some sand across the estuary of the Cobra River, which feeds Loe Pool into the sea, and in doing so he blocked the estuary, and again the hellhounds were upon him, and so it went on. He did another task, moving sand from Poldhu to Land's End. So now the locals say when the weather is bad and the storms and winds blow, you can hear Tree Eagle screaming and the hellhounds on his tail. At the same time, Loe Bar was forever cut off Loe Pool from the sea. So that's the ghost of Cornwall. So that's one myth. Another myth is, of course, in relation to St Arthur, because they say the pool contains the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake, once married to Merlin, a sorceress, not a ruthless person who aided King Arthur, but pretty much acted for her own purposes. Not a reliable sort, very, very dangerous in fact. Well, the Lady of the Lake claims lives, and people who swim in the pool are never heard of again. The pool does not give up its secrets easily, so no local will never ever swim in Loe Pool. Oh dear.
Oh wow, that's even easy.
Yeah, it's an electric unicycle.
How far did you get on it?
I came from Boating Lake.
Okay, right.
So
making your way down to the
Loe Bar. Yeah, this is a nice spot.
It is a nice spot. I'm just about to head back.
Yeah. So you got the cafe there for a couple of.
Got the cafe, but I think I'm going to make myself a coffee rather than spend £4.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's £3. Latte's £3, I think.
Is it 3? That's still too much.
Yeah, it is. Okay, alright. Right, so that's a lovely view of the bar. I mean, really nice. But these bumps are challenging, and you know, I've been riding this thing for a long time now, and I should be able to get on and off it really easily, but I can't have been practicing because I still find it surprisingly difficult. That was a better effort. Right. But cobbles is effectively why I come down here, I do not know. It's far too bumpy.
Battery 95% full, battery 64%.
And the camera, I've got a stabilising thing for the camera,
Data logging active.
but of course I'm not using it today, so the imagery is going to be really jumping, especially on these sort of surfaces. Throw me off. All these bumps. I can show you the bar as we go through. I really should get that stabilizer thing on this camera though. It would make the video a lot better, and that's a fact. I'll be going uphill and bumps now. God, it's like an obstacle course. and with still more bumpy, rough surface. There's the bar. You can get a good view of it here. I didn't actually, when I rode today, I wasn't intending to come out to the bar. I was going to stop at the cafe, but because I knew that this track was just like this, having done it before, and it's a bit heavy going, to say the least. There's the bar. Oh. All right, time to stop, I think. Oh. It's an EUC, electric unicycle. It's a little bit challenging because of this rough ground. It's all right on tarmac a bit more, but
Good.
yeah, and I'm filming it as well as I go along.
Can we get one of those?
Maybe.
You fall off a lot. Yeah. I'm trying to ride this and I'm trying to tell Cornish ghost stories at the same time. This place is full of it. I don't know if you're local or... Yeah. Ah, okay. So you know about Loe Bar?
Yeah. Look at the horses, Lola.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just lovely, and this route. I mean I've just ridden this from the boating lane. This is Loe Bar Beach. I came here. This is the effectively the gatehouse for I don't know, groundkeepers cottage for Penrose Estate. It's just on it, just absolute. I mean, how's good that? We've got horses on the beach. Look, horses on the beach. We've got the bar. Sunny day. Riding my king song, albeit over bumpy ground, which is a bit more challenging. And it's just gorgeous. Yeah, so too. Hello, Roy. Right, we're on the bumps again, which, like I said before, I'm not a favour of this track. It does improve slightly a little bit later on, but this is terrible. I mean, it's really horrible. Oh, legs are tired now. Yeah, I rode it to Loe Bar and back, and it's a bit bumpy.
Oh, right, I can imagine.
Very bumpy.
What were you on last time I seen you?
Roller skates.
Roller skates?
No, that was another one. I was on a white one, a white EUC.
I've seen your roller skates.
No.
No, it's
Is it not
much
you?
different
No.
Oh my gosh, look, you
Yeah.
look